In this video, we're going to talk all about inline styles within React. Of course, we're going to cover this within JSX. I have a video that I'll link right up above that you can watch if you want to get up to speed. It's really important to understand inline styles within React. However, it's not always the best choice to use when it comes to production level apps. I'm going to talk all about that at the end of this video, so stay tuned. For now, let's get into it. Here we have our code on the left, and on the right, we have our transpiled HTML. So first, let's talk about inline styling with vanilla JS. Vanilla JavaScript just refers to plain old JavaScript that you write with HTML, the way we used to do it back in the day. Say we wanted to add a background color of blue to this content block we have here. If I was going to write this in vanilla JS, what I would do would be add a style tag and add background dash color is blue. As you can see, this will not compile. It will not understand the style, and actually it's just completely crashing my app. So let's just get rid of this because, of course, that's not going to work. Unlike vanilla JavaScript, JSX expects an object of camel case CSS attributes. What that looks like is the word style, and then in here, an object. And as you saw previously, background dash color is a CSS attribute. In JSX, the way we would write that is camel case. So I would write background color like so, and then add blue. They wanted to change the text to white instead of black so you can read it a little bit better. I changed the color of font within HTML, color of white, and then it changes. I'll also just add some padding just to make this a little bit nicer looking. And I'll add some margin. As you can see, this object is a comma separated object. Otherwise, it won't compile. As you can see here, if I try to save that, that will not work. Say we wanted to make the background color of blue conditional. I'm just going to add a simple constant, and it's just going to say content should be blue. And right now I'm going to set this equal to true, and we'll just manually toggle it back and forth. What I'm going to do here is add a ternary operator, and if you're not sure about ternary operators, I have a video about them right above. I'm going to write content should be blue, and I'm saying if content should be blue, then blue. Otherwise, we'll have background color be orange. You can see on the right, it's still displaying the same thing. However, if I toggle this to false, you'll then see the orange color. This style tag can only be applied to actual HTML elements within your React components. If I was going to apply this to this example component here, and write style, I'll just write background color of green. This will not be applied, treated as a prop. So if I was going to go into the component and accept style as a prop, I could use that style tag. However, that's extremely messy and not really worth it. And leads me to the next thing to talk about, which is that React inline styles are not always the best choice for your app. Definitely not the best choice for production level apps. This is because there's lots of pitfalls. Inline styles can get messy very quickly, and they're difficult to maintain within production apps. For example, I added that style tag to one component, but imagine if I had tons of attributes that would take up lines and lines of code within your JSX and make it really difficult to read. Whereas if you use something like styled components or CSS modules, it's easier to understand it right away rather than needing to reverse engineer. Inline styles do not support media queries, which is really important when it comes to resizing our apps. We add media queries to then show what it should look like on different sizes of screens. It's also difficult to style for things like hover and focus. You have to add very complex logic. You also cannot apply styles to other elements. What I mean by this is that if I wanted to style any children of some sort of element, it's not possible to use inline styles to do that. I cannot ever use something like last child or nth element. It only can apply style to that current element that you're putting that style tag onto. If you like this video, please hit the like or subscribe button if you're interested in seeing more content like this.